today we are speaking about IELTS. So maybe you've heard about IELTS, but you're not exactly sure what it is or the details. So the IELTS exam is the International English Language Testing System. It's not exactly a traditional exam or a pass-fail exam, but more of an assessment of your current level today in English. So when you do the exam, you're given a mark between 0 and 9, and that mark is called a band score. 0 is given to people who don't even sit the test, and 9 is given to people who are experts in English. And I'm guessing that you're somewhere between 0 and 9, and that's why you're here today. There are actually 4 types of IELTS exams. The academic IELTS is for people who want to study in an English-speaking country. So if you're planning to do an undergraduate or postgraduate degree in the United States, the UK, Australia, New Zealand, or Ireland, then the academic IELTS is the good one for you. It depends on the university, but generally you're expected to have a band score mark of 6.5 for undergraduate degree and a band score of 7 and above for postgraduate. But it really depends on the university. So make sure that you check with your university of choice to see what band score requirement there is for that academic institute. Now, if you're planning to work professionally in an English-speaking country, then the general IELTS is good for you. So it depends on the organization, but each company or each group has a different requirement for band scores. But generally, professional organizations are looking for around a band score of 5 or 6 and above. The IELTS exam is recognized by over 10,000 organizations and universities worldwide. So you can rest assured that if you have your good band score from IELTS, then you're ready to be eligible for those companies or those institutes. There are 2 other types of IELTS exam. So the CELT is a certification of your English language proficiency if you're planning to migrate to the UK from a non-English speaking country. So the CELT or the UKVI is proof of your proficiency in English for your visa application. There's another IELTS exam called IELTS for Life Skills, and that's for people who already have a spouse or a relative who is a citizen in the UK and you're looking to migrate to the UK. So in that case, IELTS for Life Skills is the good exam for you. So regarding the visa application, English language proficiency is a very important criteria in approving the visa. So that's why the IELTS certification is important. Every country is different. For example, in Australia, normally they look for a band score 7 and above for IELTS for the visa application, but it depends on the country. In Ireland, the band score requirement is 5 from IELTS. So every country is different. Take a look at each government's website, depending, of course, on where you want to go. Overall, for the vocational training in the hospitality sector or in tourism and in lots of industries like medical, the IELTS exam, general and academic, are recognized as the official certification of your level. Regarding academic objectives, academic IELTS, of course, is the good exam for you because it tests your ability to use English in an academic way. Academic reading and academic writing are very different to the general exam. So that's why the IELTS aims to give a very fair assessment of whether you are ready to use English in an academic setting or not. So a lot of students wonder, how are they truly assessed by the IELTS exam? And I first want to say that the IELTS, in my experience, is one of the fairest exams because it aims to assess all areas of your English language competence. There's a reading test, writing, speaking, and listening. And in each component of the test, there are criteria that help to assess you in a really fair way. The exam offers an objective assessment of your ability to pronounce as you speak, to comprehend detail and gist, to read detail and read general ideas, and also to write in an efficient and coherent way. So overall, the IELTS is a very fair and objective exam because it evaluates all skills of your English level. Now, when you do the IELTS exam, you're given a band score for each component. So, for example, you might get a 5 in writing and a 6 in reading, a 7 in speaking, and an 8 in listening. And then you're given an average result for the over the 4 tests that you've done. So when you actually get your report, you get your test report, then you will see the result of each part and you will receive the average part also. And of course, your score is rounded off to the nearest 0. So for example, if your score is 5.87 average, then your band score will be 6. Or if your score is 4.1, then it'll be rounded off as band score 4. The exam is conducted in your hometown or at a test center in your region. There are hundreds of IELTS test centers in the world, and in India alone, there are 78 official IELTS test centers.